Hello guys, Chris here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing a GeForce RTX 4070 in Fortnite. I'm sorry. So this one is the Founders Edition model of the card. We are running it with the latest Nvidia drivers, and I'm not overclocking it as usual. You can see almost all of its specs right here. In fact, PowerUp's GPU-Z, the latest version, still doesn't support the RTX 4070. That's why it says unknown right there. But you can see that the most important specs are here. 5888 CUDA cores, 12 GB of GDDR6X memory, and resizable bar is also enabled. Over on the left, I'm pairing it with the i5 13600K overclocked to 5.6 GHz and 32 GB of DDR5 dual channel RAM at 6000 MHz. Let's get into it now, shall we? Alright, first up, let's go over the settings. I'm starting this at 1080p resolution using DirectX 12 and the Epic settings preset with TAA instead of DLSS. I'm also going to be testing DLSS, of course, and higher resolutions like 1440p and 4K. Hardware ray tracing is also enabled right here, and the lumen settings are set to the maximum, of course. So that means that we are utilizing real-time ray traced reflections as well as real-time global illumination, which is super ultra intensive. All right, we're arriving at the mega city. There are fish here. I never noticed. The sun is setting at the distance. It's looking absolutely fantastic. This lighting is amazing, guys. And of course, those reflections on the puddles of water down there are also really good looking whenever you are using the ray tracing or the lumen settings. Now, it is super intensive, as you can see. It's getting 70 frames per second around here with the RTX 4070 at 1080p resolution. So would I play like this? Probably not really, you know. It also stutters a little bit more whenever you have ray tracing enabled in this game, or lumen. A lot of people don't like me to say ray tracing instead of lumen, but well, it is using ray trace reflections and global illumination, so yeah. As a lot of people want to be competitive in Fortnite, I think you shouldn't really play with these settings. And if you are playing with these settings for that visual fidelity experience, you know, you should probably utilize DLSS with it, because it will make a huge difference in performance, of course. I'm not sure if we should do this right now, but here we go. Quality DLSS. And you know what? DLSS in this game also looks very good. It really works well with the art style of Fortnite. What the hell is this? So you should definitely turn it on if you are using like any kind of settings, honestly. I would even use it on low settings just to achieve a little bit better input lag, you know? Anyways, now the reflections aren't really as high quality whenever you are utilizing DLSS, unfortunately, but you know, they're still there and they're still nice looking, I would say. And at higher resolutions, it will look really good anyways. So in my opinion, this is the best way to play Fortnite at 1080p if you want that visual fidelity with the RTX 4070. However, paying like $600 for a graphics card to play at 1080p resolution is not really that great in my opinion. Alright, we got one. Nice! Oh, there's another one shooting at us. Where from? Where from? I don't know. We should probably move on. Also, I'm not sure if you're noticing the little stutters that happen from time to time here using RT. Like, if you play on low settings, for example, or even medium settings without the lumen stuff, those don't really happen too often anymore. They actually fixed a ton of the stuttering issues that this game had this season. I'm happy to see that, of course, but if you want RT, be ready to see some frame time spikes here and there. Anyways, let's stop it there for 1080p. I'm gonna set it to TAA again, 100% resolution scale, and bump it up to 1440p, which I feel is the adequate resolution for the 4070. Here we go, this is it, the X12, still using the same settings with 100% resolution scale, and you know what, I'm actually gonna enable Nvidia Reflex. I don't know why it was turned off. That improves the input lag by a little bit as well. And thank God I stood here inside of the bush, by the way, while I was changing the settings. Otherwise, I'd be dead, probably. Now, at 1440p, the image is a little bit noisier than usual, especially whenever you are moving around. And that happens only when you have the lumen stuff enabled. So it could look a little bit better or sharper at least if you don't have the lumen settings enabled. But I am seeing this on a 42-inch 4K monitor, so I can see all of the imperfections. And if you're using like a 27-inch 1440p monitor, it should look very good still. Look at those reflections, dude. Those are really high-quality reflections. Wait, that's standing still. That is not... These are fake tracing reflections! No way! It's not really reflecting all of the things properly. Right? Oh, damn, I actually thought it was. Okay, that's a little bit of a shame, but they still looked very good, you know, so it's fine. Okay, dropping into the 40s right here. Oh, boy! Come on! Alright, it's still good, it's still good. Also, the reflections on the car look insanely good as well. It's not moving anymore, though. Yeah, I think we just... Oh, no, wait, I switched seats. That's what happens. All right, let's go. Keep on moving here. Okay, 40s and 50s at 1440p epic settings. It's nothing to write home about, actually. I thought it was going to do a little bit better job than this. But, again, it's ray tracing. It's super intensive, and you have the option to use DLSS, which on quality, again, it looks extremely similar to native resolution, and it will put you above 60 FPS most of the time, at least. Yeah, this is nice. 70s, even touching 80 FPS probably at times. That is a way better experience than what we saw previously. Where are they, though? What the heck? Who shot at me? Was it a bot or something? Probably, right? Inside of bushes, it can still drop a little bit from 60. 58 was the minimum so far. Where the heck are they shooting me from? Okay, there we go. I see him. There he is. Come on, come on. All right, shot him a couple of times there. We didn't lose any shields, though. Come on, come on. There we go. There we go. We did it, guys. He had better weapons as well, so let's pick up some of these. Ooh, I really do not want to get rid of this shotgun right here. I like it very much. Yeah, this game is looking gorgeous right now, guys. It's insane how Fortnite used to look and how it looks after the Unreal 5.1 update and the Lumen stuff being added to it. The graphics are beautiful. It's one of the best games that I have ever seen in terms of graphics, you know. Even though it's cartoony, it's not really realistic, but I love the colors, I love the vibrancy, I love the lighting, the reflections, everything is super well done in this one. Now the big issue, what the hell just happened, about these graphics settings is just the stuttering, you know. Like, if you don't use RT, it will be way smoother, as I told you. Now, those stutters will smooth out the longer you play the game. For example, by the next game, when we die and drop into the map once again, it will be a little bit better than this, but it will still stutter every now and again, you know, especially when you have to load in a new area or something. Alright, stop it there. Sometimes it drops from 60, but not a ton of times. I think it's a pretty decent experience, okay, at 1440. Now, this is where this is gonna die, basically, because even the RTX 4070 dropped from 30 FPS at 4K native using the epic settings. Oh boy, we're outside of the circle. Yep, it's already below 30, well below it, actually. It's unplayable like this. 24, look at that, dude. Well, I guess if you're looking for that cinematic experience, this is gonna be it, but I don't recommend this to anybody, okay? No one should play at 4K native using the RTX 4070, at least using these settings, you know. If you disable Lumen, it will probably be very good at like 60 FPS or so. We should try that out a little bit later. Oh my god, but with Lumen enabled, just forget it. Right? You need to use some DLSS. And speaking of DLSS, here we go. Let's set that to quality, which looks the same basically as native resolution in this game. Especially at 4K resolution. Oh, I saw a little butterfly and I thought it was a person. Start counting our FPS. Now it's getting 40s. It's way more playable. It's still not good by any means, especially for someone who wants to be a little bit competitive at this game, you know. But Now I can walk around, I can actually aim at things a little bit, not perfectly, but yeah, it is a heck of a lot better. Now it's getting 30 plus, okay, that's not terrible. If you really want like to see the graphics on a... Oh, the guy didn't see me, thank God. No, maybe he did. I don't know, guys. Let's just go this way. He's probably hearing us. I'm really scared at the moment. But yeah, if you have like a 4K monitor or you connect your PC to your TV every once in a while to play at 4K, this is a great experience visually, just to take a look at the graphics every now and again, you know. Hello! Oh! 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 What? What the heck? Dude, that was so weird. The guy didn't see me. I was so close to him. Where did he go? Am I hearing him? Yes. Okay. Okay, wait. What the hell is he using to fly around like that? Come on, how did that miss? Thought it was gonna hit. He's not even seeing us. Alright. Also, we got 69 HP at the moment, which is very good, obviously. That's exactly what you want. Now what? A little bit screwed. There's a guy right there. Maybe we should leave him to die because he's fighting somebody else. Okay, I hit. I hit him. He's probably taking a little while to regenerate shields and stuff. What if I hide here? Oh boy! Okay. Yeah, I kind of knew that was gonna happen, or I was hoping that would happen actually, because it happened in the past. But it was in the previous map actually. I'm gonna hide actually, and we're gonna play with balanced DLSS at 4K, or maybe even performance, because balanced and performance is only 7% resolution apart. So let's do performance DLSS, which still looks pretty good at 4K. You can see a little bit more noise, especially right there, for example. That's very noticeable. Yeah, I can see a bit more noise pretty much everywhere. But again, I am using a 42-inch monitor for this, so every little imperfection is very noticeable. And honestly, if I wasn't really pixel peeping, it still looks really good. So yeah, it's not native resolution good or quality DLSS good, but it is good anyways. What is that, by the way? There's a legendary weapon there. Should we grab it? Is it a trap, guys? Maybe. Oh boy. Oh boy, what the hell? Alright, a little bit of a stutter right there, by the way, but we haven't seen those in a while. Well, there are only 3 people left. I just noticed that. People died here as well. Stuttering. Again, that is not going anywhere, unfortunately. Can we actually win this game with the RTX 4070? That would be insane, right? I don't think that will happen, because I really suck at it, but yeah. Anyways, let's talk about the FPS for a little bit. 60s, lower 60s at times. That means that, for example, in the mega city where we dropped, it would drop into like the lower 50s probably. So it's still not a perfect experience. At 4K, you'd probably need to use like high settings instead of epic settings to achieve playable FPS or competitive, semi-competitive FPS, let's say. Overclocked pulse rifle. No! No! The overclocked pulse rifle! Oh my god! Okay, wait. We can do this! We can do this, right? Whoo! Breathe! Breathe! We got this! Oh my god! Ooh, my heart is jumping right now. Jesus Christ, that was so close, but we got it! We actually won! Somehow! And it was so close to 69 FPS as well on average. Ah, what a shame. Let's drop it to high though. Alright, back to 1080p, now using the high settings preset, but with 3D resolution set to 100%, TAA as well, and now, as you can see, the nanite geometralized virtualized geometry. What the hell was that? It's still enabled, so the lumen is still enabled as well. It's the preset after all, and that means that ray trace reflections as well as real-time global illumination are still on, but they're not on epic anymore. They're on high, which is far less intensive. And now the game looks very good still. And it should perform a heck of a lot better. Alright, also, this is very apparent, like the noise around the character right now while we're dropping. Can you see that halo noisy effect? Yeah, that's super noticeable. Anyways, let's go and start counting our FPS and drop down there so we are closer to the reflection. Okay, never mind. I actually wanted to go into that thing over there. Well, I guess we still can. Okay, there we go. 100 FPS instead of like 70 FPS. That's way better. Again, it will still stutter, so it's not good yet for a competitive experience, but it still looks very good, although the reflections are a little bit lower quality than they were previously. But the lighting and everything else is still there, and it is now performing at above 100 frames per second. Look at what I found, guys. What the hell is this? This is from, like, Attack on Titan, I think. Yeah. Interesting. Can I... Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so I only have 7 of these. Alright, I thought I could just jump around, you know, like in the Attack on Titan series. But no. Okay, we gotta walk around still. Anyways, it's good like this. If you are playing at 1080p with the RTX 4070 and you really want RT enabled as well as native resolution, this is probably the way to go. It feels way better than it did on Epic for sure. I really, really want to see it with DLSS enabled. Again, there is no no point, I think. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting distracted here. There is no point in playing without DLSS in this one, because it makes a huge difference in performance. What is happening? We are the worst players ever, dude. Jesus. It makes a huge difference in performance while looking pretty much the same as native res. Even at 1080p, you can't really tell much of a difference when using DLSS. It really does wonders in Fortnite. And we're now getting like, what, 20 more FPS than we were previously? Yeah. So definitely very, very worth enabling DLSS even at 1080p. It feels a heck of a lot smoother, aside from stutters. And it is actually getting like competitive FPS, I would say. Oh, there's a guy, there's a guy. Wait, no, what? I actually hit him with the thing? Oh, that was weird. I have no idea what happened, but it worked. We're still alive. Again, I would probably end up not using the Lumen, but that's just because I prefer the stability, you know? Anyway. FPS wise, average wise, it's extremely nice. And let's go to 1440. Here we go, 2560 by 1440 using high settings. Wow, that is very good. We're getting 80 to 100 frames now, and it's looking super nice at the same time. Damn, look at the shadows, the lighting here looks very beautiful, guys. Wow. Alright, I was honestly expecting a little bit slower performance after seeing what it can do at 1080p and after seeing Epic settings as well. So this is cool. Oh my god, look at that stuttering! Oh, damn, okay. We're starting to load things, I guess, because we're driving fast. That happens in Fortnite. Jesus. Alright, Mega City time, dropping into the 70s. I wish the cars didn't turn whenever we turn the mouse around. It's a bit weird. Yeah, it's not dropping from 60 whatsoever, so it's still an option to play like this. It runs. Look at that lighting, guys. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's really lovely. That looks really sick as well over there. Kind of like a wallpaper. Anyway, let's stop it there, okay? I'm gonna enable some DLSS to try and achieve a slightly higher refresh rate experience. Since it looks basically the same as native, it's a good idea to enable it. And now we're in the 100s. That's a lot more stable, for sure. Alright, it is super close to a high refresh rate experience, to the point where I'd say it is a high refresh rate experience. It's just not going to max out a 144 Hz monitor. There's the other guy, by the way. But, you know, it certainly still feels a heck of a lot smoother than like 60 Hz or 60 FPS. Wait. Oh, I missed everything. Oh, no. Hello. Hey, wait. Hey. Hello! Hello! Oh, I'm gonna die. I am definitely dead at this point. Come on, reload. We're good. She ran away. She's scared of El Crespo. And yeah, I'm gonna stop right here. Ooh, there is a chest. Okay. Ooh, nice weapon. All right. This is cool. We are lucky. And let's play it for a little bit at 4K now. Again, there it is, 3840 by 2160, 100% resolution scale with no DLSS. And now instead of seeing... Oh, it's in this direction, okay. Instead of seeing those 20 FPS that we saw previously, you know, at epic settings and native 4K, we're now seeing 40s, 30s at times. It's a heck of a lot better than the previous experience, but it is still nothing fantastic, you know. I could play like this, I could shoot things, but I can certainly not be competitive at it. So let's try it with quality DLSS. This looks exactly the same as native in Fortnite, and it's now above 60, so I could now play like this, for sure. I'm gonna switch weapons here. I don't like those things. I don't know how to function with that, you know? Okay, let's continue, though. 12 people left in the map. This is actually looking gorgeous. Yeah, it's insane to take a look at the graphics like this and playing at 4K. It's so sharp and beautiful, so vibrant, especially on an OLED. Oh, there's a guy right there. Oh, there he is. He saw us? No, I don't think he saw us. Okay. Oh, there's another one. No. Okay, we're good. That one is running away. That one is probably waiting for us. Nope, he's fighting somebody else. We need to go in this direction. Come on. Let's go. Oh, this is bad. Oh, I just want to go away. Come on, slide away. Let's go, buddy. We're good, right? You're still probably hitting each other there. No, we lost. Damn it. Obviously, I wasn't gonna place first again. For the second time, right? I was just lucky in the first game. Anyway, since it was getting around like 70 FPS average, I think I will drop it down to performance next. Yeah, this is definitely gonna stay above 60 all of the time. It's getting 80s while looking at the entire mega city from above. Wow. So this is probably how I'd play the game myself, because I'm running a 4K monitor, of course. I would stick to high settings, performance DLSS and 4K, and it looks great. You know what? I kind of need weapons now. Ooh, I hear people. Oh, thank you for the weapons. Okay, we're good. It's a little bit stuttery though. Ooh, there's a guy right there. Can we get him? I just lost some HP here. Wait. Hi. Aaron, Stop it. Thank you very much. Did I say that right, actually? I only saw like a season of Attack on Titan, maybe 2. And that was a while ago. Pool looks amazing as well. Look at the reflections on the water, guys. Even when the objects get off screen, they're still being reflected. That's how you know it's real ray tracing sometimes. I really need shields, though. We are not gonna stay alive if I don't drink some shields, you know? Oh boy. No, where? Oh, there he is. Yep, okay. Well, that's enough anyways. 1% lows were above 60, so it never dropped from it. Lastly, competitive settings. We're playing at 1440p, DirectX 12 using the low settings, 100% resolution scale, far view distance, and high textures. And this will give us a heck of a ton of FPS, as you can see, 300 at times. Alright, tons of people dropping here, still stuttering a little bit, by the way, while dropping at least, but it should be an overall smoother experience than what we saw so far in this video. And we are seeing a little bit of a CPU bottleneck. Look at that. GPU usage is not maxed out. So playing with DLSS, playing with 1080p resolution, for example, would actually net you exactly the same FPS if you are pairing it with the i5 13600K at 5.6 gigahertz. Anything... hello there. Anything lower end than that will achieve less FPS, of course. Come on, dude, what the hell? Where's the... Stop, thank you. We got a single kill already, that's nice. Yeah, still, GPU utilization sometimes goes up to 90+%. Oh, that was a little bit of internet lag, I guess, or server lag, probably. But yeah, since it still goes up to like 90+%, I will utilize some DLSS later. And that will probably give us, like... And that will probably make it 100% CPU bound. And that will probably make it 100% CPU bound. So there's no need to play at lower resolutions like 1080p, for example. Because again, whenever the GPU usage is not maxed out, you'd get the same FPS at the 1080p resolution than we're having right now. You know what? I will actually try this out. I myself would enable DLSS anyways on quality because, again, it looks the same as native, even slightly sharper maybe, very, very slightly, but yeah, it's a better experience in my opinion. And if you guys want to be competitive, you should use DLSS. I'm a little bit scared at the moment. Can we please be faster, buddy? Thank you. Oh, hi there! Oh, oh. Come on! Water pistol, let's go. Okay, we got this. Yes, we got her. Oh my, that was really close for comfort, but we made it. Okay. Still going up to like 97% GPU usage. But there's no point in me testing 1080p, honestly. The video is already too big and it would get very, very similar results. So yeah, this is what I'd go for a competitive experience. Still, I know a lot of people are gonna ask for competitive settings with performance mode, so I'm gonna test it for a little bit. But only at 1440p again. Alright, this is it. Last settings of this video. 1440p performance mode, as you can see, and with 100% resolution scale, far view distance, high textures. We can't really utilize any DLSS in this mode, by the way, which is interesting. Alright, here we go. See that? The lowest FPS are already lower than what we've seen previously. Dropping into the 190s, 180s at times. But again, it will go up to 500. Look at that, 500 now. So it's what I told you guys. It is more inconsistent. It's I don't like this. You might want to play like this, but it was getting higher FPS overall with the previous settings and without much variation. The 1% lows are also a little bit worse right now, as you can see. And of course, now we are fully 100% CPU bound, with the GPU usage hovering around like 30 to 40% most of the time. So theoretically, with a CPU that could achieve 100% usage out of this card using performance mode, which, well, doesn't exist, okay? You could probably achieve 3 times as much FPS, basically, like 900 FPS average or something crazy like that. But again, that doesn't exist, and the game isn't really optimized to get the most utilization out of a CPU that's recent, or with a ton of cores, like an i9, for example. This API, this version of the game, is supposed for low-end hardware, low-end GPU with a low-end CPU as well, and it's gonna run a lot better on those systems than, of course, DirectX 11 or 12. But here it is, for those of you who ask for it. Performance mode still provides, of course, an amazing experience, but it's slightly more stuttery and inconsistent than previously. Thanks very much for watching this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really hope you enjoyed watching me for like about half an hour, probably. I'll leave it right there. Love you all. Bye-bye.